What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. So I know I'm a little late to responding in this. Well, by a little late, not even a full 48 hours, but so much is happening with Disney Plus and Loki. This didn't have a chance to really make itself into the news cycle yet here at the channel, and there's no way I wasn't going to respond to this just on the level of DMs I got alone about this topic. But just 2 days ago, Tyrese point blank said in an interview with comicbook.com that indeed Morbius was in the MCU. He said yes, and when asked if this was the same world as the Avengers, he said yes as well. Comicbook.com, based on Brandon Davis's interview, ran that story. Then Sony reached out to comicbook.com literally less than 6 hours later and had them correct their story, saying that in fact Morbius was not in the MCU. Not only do we not know what's going on at Sony, but this leaves us in an interesting position of trying to understand who to believe, and I'm going to explain why it is pretty clear that one side is specifically lying, and what's playing out before our eyes as far as the Spider-Man IP is either the most bizarre mishandling of a marketing campaign I have ever seen from a company the size of Sony, or absolutely brilliant multi-level marketing to keep the hype for the Spider-Man universe at an all-time high. We're going to break down everything that happened, why we know who's lying, and what it means for the upcoming films crossing over. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we're still giving away a PlayStation 5 now at 900,000 subscribers, as well as that Avengers 118 graded in a 9.4 CGC signature series signed by Tom Hiddleston Loki and Scarlet Witch Elizabeth Olsen, who happen to feature side by side on the cover. If you want to be entered to win or any of the future giveaways, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button, then leave a comment down below, and if you want, stick around at the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So as I mentioned in the prologue, it hasn't been 2 days since this happened, and as we reported here at the channel like an hour after it happened, Tyrese Gibson confirming for the second time that Morbius was indeed in the MCU, had the theories flying. It was getting re-reported everywhere. Then bizarrely, Sony has comicbook.com reissue an article saying that Tyrese was confused, and that no, it's in the Sony shared universe of Marvel characters, or whatever they're calling that Kraven universe with no Spider-Man, Kraven's Last Hunt, no Spider-Man. In fact, it was revealed via another channel recently. I think the Illuminati.com is reporting that the Chameleon is indeed the villain, which makes Kraven the hero, which is what they're doing with Venom. Sony, I love you, but please give us a Spider-Man, which we know is ultimately the plan now, as it's been referred to the worst kept secret in Hollywood. But why in the world would Sony even take the time to follow up with comicbook.com to have them run a denial story for that when we clearly know that Tyrese isn't lying? This is the second time he's brought this up in the last year, and coming in the same week we had an official Spanish teaser for the No Way Home title uploaded to Sony Argentina's Twitter, immediately deleted, then an hour later uploaded to their Instagram, and this time it was left. Seriously, who is in charge of just Sony Argentina's marketing? Why would you not just coordinate that amongst all your social medias at once? And why only there, an obscure, smaller international account? Why not mainstream that through Sony? And why all of the teases with like Sony India having their Instagram post with a No Way Home meme, but nothing else, when they know that everybody has been asking about the trailer every day, so much so that they disabled comments on the last trailer they released for Peter Rabbit because they know everyone would just ask about the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. They literally disabled comments. What's going on over there? Here's my reaction. It's a couple of things. Number one, you can believe Tyrese. Tyrese is not a bumbling idiot. He's not unaware. He's acutely aware of what's going on with Sony's Spider-Verse, what's going on with the MCU. Tyrese is a very smart individual. Give him credit for that. Maybe not the best at picking scripts. Maybe we blame his agent for that. But he's not an idiot. So him saying that he's in the MCU with a definitive yes, and then following that up again when asked if that's the same world as the Avengers, this is the exact same thing he said over a year and a half ago. I'm absolutely believing Tyrese. I am not believing Sony based on their track record here real recently, and we already know there's a connection to Sony Spider-Verse. What we don't know is how the bridge will be formed to the MCU, but that's coming, and I'm guessing it's going to be explained. I also don't think that Sony is lying. They could easily be saying the truth when they say that Morbius, this film, is not set in the MCU. However, we already saw Adrian Toomes' Vulture in the very first trailer that I'm playing for you guys right here, and all the way back then I said that it was so Sony they couldn't wait to reveal that it was tied to the MCU. That's why they put Adrian Toomes' Vulture in the very first trailer. Sony just is chomping at the bit to get that crossover. We know it's coming. We know it was part of the bargaining chips back when they made that deal with Sony over a year and a half ago. This has been a long time coming. It's not a secret. I just believe Sony, very honestly, needs a Kevin Feige. And not to give all the credit to one person, but Disney as a whole have done an amazing job of being able to centralize where and how they release their information, pace it out perfectly, give us just enough to keep it in the way that they want in the media. And by that, I mean give us trailers every day, clips and snippets. Sony, on the other hand, doesn't have the sort of Disney Plus, doesn't have the quantity of what I think is enough material to keep it that way. So they've been running what I would call a second or tertiary marketing campaign in the way they've been keeping it in the news only via their social media sites, releasing these little pieces, keeping the hype up without actually having to cut a bunch of trailers, because they don't have a bunch of Disney Plus shows to cut a bunch of trailers. I honestly tip my hat to Sony in the way that they're doing it. They're doing the most with very little, and that's my honest opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe it's just a completely decentralized sort of, like I said, they need a Kevin Feige in the room, all these international accounts acting independently, stemming all the way back to December when that international Sony Latin America account posted that Into the Spiderverse trailer. It was exactly like what's been going on the last couple of weeks. So in 6 months, they haven't really changed their strategy. That makes me think it's on purpose, and that makes me think that it's Sony trying to be 500 head with absolute minimal resource, and quite honestly, they're doing a great job. However, give us the trailer. I can't help but think it might not be a slight misstep with hype being as high as it's been to not give us something. All we've gotten are these still shots and then the title reveal. Man, Sony, drop that trailer, man. We're all ready for it. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you agree with me? It's a little bit of both. They just need a little centralization on how this marketing's going, or they're doing it on purpose and letting all of this stuff leak out. It's very bare minimal stuff. It's just keeping it in the news, and they're getting to do it without having to drop a trailer. I really think that's how it's going. I do think it's going to cross over with the MCU. I think Tyrese was correct. I think that was just them putting out a fire. Either way, guys, let me know all your thoughts down below. And quickly, let's jump into the giveaway stuff again before I let you go. We're still giving away a PlayStation 5 now at 900,000 subscribers, Disney Plus subscriptions every week, along with the watch-along parties, which, by the way, have been incredible. If you're staying up to watch the show live, come hang out here at the channel. You watch at home as we watch here. We have some awesome after discussion. We're also giving away that Avengers 118 graded in a 9.4, signed by Tom Hiddleston and Elizabeth Olsen. If you want to be entered to win any of the giveaways, the rules will always stay the same. Hit the subscribe button. You need to be a subscriber. Leave a comment down below. The more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. Guys, I apologize if my voice has been absolutely shot the last couple of days. I have been in a recording booth in a studio singing at the top of my lungs for like 2 months straight, and I'm finally finished, but my voice is shot. I apologize. I am really struggling. That's why these videos have been a little later in the day. When I wake up in the morning, I basically don't have a voice. Anyway, the best way to keep up with the content at the channel, hit the notification bell with notifications turned on. And as always, if you like this video, hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. You can also find me over on Spotify, YouTube, anywhere you find original music, Amazon, Apple, under the name Allfires. I have a brand new single called Make an Entrance that is coming out on Tuesday. Speaking of which, I will see you guys Tuesday night for the live watch party. And I've got an incredible Loki theory video, stuff in the MCU where we've already seen the TVA. It is pretty crazy. I've got that coming out either later tonight or tomorrow, probably tomorrow. I'll see you guys soon. Stick around. We'll be posting really soon.